What up, what up? It's Garage Gym Homie. And today, I'm reviewing ASC Sicario Hitter Pump Pre-Workout. Hitter, baby. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out every day for you. So click subscribe and let's get into this, man. Hitter after hitter. That's what I'd be reviewing, homie. So yeah, so I went through the whole tub of this mug right here. Just like I tell you, man, go through the whole tub of these pump pre-workouts, proteins, aminos, whatever. Just not the pre-workouts or the fat burners, man. Come on, let's keep it real. So anyway, man, I've been using this with my training a few different ways, and I'm just here to give it to you straight. I ain't shining this guy's schlong right here, man. End of freaking story. I have reviewed a lot of stuff by ASC supplements. A lot. Demonio, Sueño, Caliente, limited edition Sicario. I did their limited edition before I did their OG. 2 different limited editions of El Jefe. The regular El Jefe. I've done it all, man. I've done it all. End of freaking story, man. So this boy right here, this has a good reputation, man. So I'm going to tell you my honest experience with it. If you like what I have to say, you get it from the big homie Sup Kings. Discount code GGH15. Oh, I also did their aminos. Bamba, homies. Okay, so this here, supplement facts. ASC, man. God bless you, homies. You're doing the facts on us, man. You're giving us the facts, not the feelings. We don't like feelings here, man. 1 scoop, 2 scoop, red fish, blue fish, Dr. Seuss. 2 scoops, you get 20 servings in here. So this is a premium product. Is it worth it for 20 servings? 20 servings, you know, what can you say here? Fully disclosed label, though. We like that. So citrulline, they're giving us the pump. They're splitting this up into pumps and focus. So this is what you would call your all-around pre-workout. Your all-around non-stim pre-workout. This isn't a pump formula. This isn't a nootropic. This is an all-around non-stim pre-workout. Meaning, suppose what the point is, they're calling it a pump pre-workout, but they're giving you pumps and focus. So what that means to me is if you're training non-stim, this should be the complete package, essentially, to hold you through your training. So we're going to find out, man. We're going to find out. Citrulline, 4 grams. That's for the pump. Well, this is all for the pumps. Betaine anhydrous, 2.5 grams. So the citrulline, 4 grams. That's 4 grams is enough to activate them dang pump. You got to know, it's like Viagra, homie. I've been trying to tell you. You can't just take some Viagra and sit there and think that little schlong of yours is going to get hard, that little pee-pee. You got to be vibing with the lady, man. You got to activate it, man. It's the same with pumps. You can't just take a pump product and go to the mall and think you're going to look. You got to be hitting the rep right, man. Then you got Glycer Pump, 2 grams. Love me some glycerol, man. Agmatine sulfate, 1.5 milligrams. Pomegranate extract, 800 mil. I do all my pomegranate shopping through ASC. When I need pomegranate, I don't even go to the grocery store anymore, man. I hit up the homies at ASC. Vaso 6. That's a great ingredient, man. That's 300 milligrams. I've taken that as a single ingredient. Pine bark extract, 200 milligrams. So they're giving you the goods, man. The citrulline, the glycerol, the agmatine, the Vaso 6, the whole thing for some. They're setting you up right, homie, for some nasty pumps here. Then you got this Hitman Focus Matrix, L-tyrosine, 2 grams, alpha GPC, 600 milligrams. It's clinically dosed, Fauci Jr. Lion's mane mushroom, one of my favorite ingredients. A lot of benefits to that, cognitive benefits. 600 milligrams, that's a good amount of lion's mane. And Huperzine A, gets you focused and dialed in. Thinking about the weights. Forgetting about your Tinder dates. Women don't freaking like you, homies. Huperzine, 200 micrograms. And then you got the absorption here. A lot of people like the absorption. The estrogen, 50 milligram. This was a crystal blue raz flavor, man. So mine, I sat on this for a little bit because I had a bunch of pump ingredients, pump formulas, non-stim pre-workouts to review before I got to this one. I don't know if the new ones come like it, but it was a bit clumpy, just so you know. It was a light blue, and it came with a lot of clumps. When you broke it up in water, it broke right up right away. I never tasted one clump. So it's definitely clumpy to scoop, which means I used the scale, and it was, as soon as it hit the water, it broke up, but it did fizz up a lot. The water fizzed up a lot at the top, so you kind of got to wait for it to go down. You're drinking a lot of water fizz. The Crystal Blue Raz, it was a cool flavor. It was okay. It was nothing that great. It was nothing bad, but it wasn't standoutish as some amazing flavor. So this is what I'm going to say, man. I use this as a standalone non-stim pre-workout without any stims many times, and I also use this as a stackable pre-workout with high stim pre-workouts or regular pre-workouts. I stacked it on top. So I'll say this, man. First of all, I actually personally like, well, everything's got pros and cons. The fact that it doesn't have beta-alanine in here, I kind of like, because you might say, well, the fact that it doesn't have beta-alanine means it's not really a full non-stim pre-workout. I don't think there's, who hired you to write the rules that say it has to have beta-alanine to be a full non-stim pre-workout? I don't recall electing you to write the rules of bodybuilding and supplements. No. So, you don't have to have beta-alanine for it to be a non-stim full package here. What the point is the fact that it doesn't have beta kind of gives it an advantage to me, because I can stack it with other pre-workouts. Because most stim pre-workouts, most of them, I'd say the majority, have beta-alanine. So that way you can stack this on top. Because if this had beta and that had beta, it wouldn't be stackable. Because I don't want 7 grams of beta-alanine, or 3.2 times 2, 6.4, grams of beta, assuming they're both, 3.2. So it kind of gives it a leg up for me, the fact that it doesn't have beta. It makes it stackable. I like that. This is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to say this. The pumps on this are ridiculous, man. The pumps on this are freaking ridiculous. I mean, when you use it by itself, this gives you that swole, full, pumped up, really good look with the vascularity. The pumps on this are freaking silly. The focus on this is okay. It's not one of those non-stim pre-workouts with that super apparent, mind-blowing nootropic focus, kind of like, Alpha Lion Superhuman Pump. When you take it non-stim by itself, you can kind of, it kind of has a feeling to it, even without stims, that gives you a dialed-in focus. When I'm talking about taking this by itself, the focus is okay. It's not super apparent, but it's there, man. You could tell there's a little extra focus, whether it's the lion's mane or whatever, everything coming in. It's not the craziest focus for a non-stim pre-workout. The pumps on it are silly. I mean, the pumps on it are real. These are, if you halfway know what the heck you're doing with a couple dumbbells, you're going to have some swollen muscles, boy. It's going to bring that look out of you. It's going to bring the best out of you as far as looking in the mirror goes. Now, the focus might be better with this when you stack it with a stim pre-workout, because I think the stims might bring the best out of these nootropics. maybe when you got some caffeine in there, even if you don't stack it with a stim pre-workout, if you take it with a little caffeine, then you got your all-around pre-workout or whatever. I think that might bring the best out of the lion's mane. But when you stack with a pre-workout, it's hard to tell which focus is from the pre-workout and which is which. It's impossible to tell. You're not going to be able to tell. Unless you're so used to taking a pre-workout, you know exactly how it feels. And then you add this in, and you're like, oh, that added crazy focus. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going on and on. So I'd say this. This is to summarize our experience here together as a family. Focus is medium. It's okay focus, a little extra focus for a non-stim pre-workout. Pumps are freaking insane. As good as pumps get, really, with a it's just up there with as good as pumps get with the non-stim package. And I'm actually personally a fan that it doesn't have beta because it makes it a stackable product. You know, a little mad scientist mixing and mashing for you folks, man. So, you know, I don't add single ingredients and all that, but it's kind of nice. A lot of these high stim pre-workouts give you nothing, man, in the way of pumps. Like if I'm using Dark Labs Flame or whatever, throw that boy on top of it. You got, you know, Flame's got nothing for pumps, really. You throw that on top, you got it all, man. I mean, I'm not opposed to mad scientists by just throwing a pump formula on there. Or if you even do one scoop, man, you get, you know, 40 servings in here or whatever, if you're that freaking cheap, man. But I like going, I ain't that cheap where I'm not gonna, you know, go the whole way. So anyway, man, that's what I got for you. Silly, sick pumps. Decent focus. And it's a good product, man. It's just up there with the upper echelon products, you know, that ASC makes, you know, as good as ASC products are, which they're, you know, some of the top-notch hitters in the game. This is up there with it in the pump, as far as the pumps go. So that's what, and they're advertising it, hitter pump pre-workout. You know, it doesn't say hitter focus pre-workout. Focus is decent, but they nailed it, man, with them pump. The pumps on this, I think, are better to me, man, than the limited edition. I gotta be honest. I'm pretty sure from what I remember, I had a better pumped up feeling than the limited edition Sicario. This one's really freaking good. So that's what I got, man. End of freaking story if you like what I have to say. If you liked the review, you subscribe to the channel. If you didn't freaking like the review, also subscribe to the channel. God bless all of you. I'm out.